What is going on, all you amazing viewers to play later? How we doing today? Oh man, we got a good one for you today. But still, before we get into this one, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is we are watching this one right here. Hopefully you pulled some great Black Friday deals. Hopefully the dice are rolling your way. I don't know, maybe did you get some great acrylic tokens? Paint sessions going incredible? Did you score some legendary tooth and goats? But still, this is a weird video for you today. I recently took a look at the Star Wars Shatterpoint Grievous box set. And I went, okay, well, it's General Grievous. No big deal. But it changed a whole bunch about how I feel about this game. We're going to get into all that in just a second. You know how we have to do it here on the channel. We've got to get the adulting out of the way, and we have to give our unofficial sponsor his due. We will be back just a moment.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out. I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical fill products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical fill products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
Great man, great company. Seriously, click that link down below in the description box. It's going to bring you right to his web store. Always use that official viewer discount code for you. Going to save you 15% off. Okay, so I'm not going to go over prices because you can just go right back to the other video I think I did. It's called Appetite for Destruction Squadron Pack, I believe it's called. You get Grievous, you get Kraken, I think his name is, and you get 2 B2 battle droids. So, I've got the robots painted. I'm working on Grievous. Grievous made me fall in love with Shatterpoint miniatures. Really, really, truly did. I liked what Atomic Mass Games has been doing. Okay. I don't like some of their business practices, like I've said before. But when I put Grievous together, I fell in love with a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm going to show them to you in just a sec. I got to admit, I don't know why my eyes are killing me today. When I was putting them together, I was like, this is a mother effer. I had to glue the statue on the base. So, you know, he's got a pretty scenic base. Then the legs were fun. I couldn't really get things to fit beautifully, so I glued the feet in place on the base and started to lay the legs in. He is a very spindly little model. He really, truly is. I've been I just started painting him this morning. The only thing I've gotten done is the back of the cloak, and that's in Necromancer Cloak, I believe it is. Or Incubi Darkness, if you use GW. This miniature right here, everything about it made me fall in love with Star Wars Shatterpoint miniatures. I liked them before. Okay, I like the stuff they did. A huge shout out to the painting coach and Peachy Tips, because I've been watching your channel religiously to try to get a better idea of what I want to do. Peachy, your method of painting clone armor is just mwah, chef's kiss. So go check out those guys' channels. Seriously, Peachy Tips and the painting coach. I keep looking at this, and I keep telling myself, I'm going to paint him white. Because in the original Clone Wars cartoon that came out a while ago, he had an all-white armor. So I want to go with him white. But it's just the dynamic feel of this miniature. Sold. Just freaking sold. Yeah, there'll be a follow-up in the future when he's all done. Because I'm working my way through the Star Wars Shatterpoint box set for painting things. And I'm trying to go slow because I'm really wanting to enjoy everything that's going on. But I will say, for the scale of these miniatures, speed paint and contrast paints, it's like they're tailored for it. Okay? The best thing about, like, Grievous, he's 1 or 2 three big parts. That's it. His cloak, the metal, and his body. I mean, the statue's going to be so simple. I'm going with my stonework where I base in Storm Vermin and build up from there and give it an end shade of either Targor Raid Shade or Nolan Oil, depending how I'm feeling. And the base is going to get some of the crackle paint that I've been using to tie it in with everything else. I will admit I am getting really just with Martian Earth, I believe it's called. Because it seems like, you got to put it on in big swaps and big plops and big whatever. But it's like it sucks into itself before it crackles. Whereas other stuff I've used will crackle in place. This stuff just sucks in, you gotta apply another layer. Then that sucks in more, you gotta apply another layer. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, this dynamic posed miniature really made me fall in love with Star Wars Shatterpoint. And for the record, I let his legs cure for 24 hours before I even did the upper torso and everything else. I like the arms, they're two pieces that fit together to make the split. His body was simple, a front to a back. The only thing I really wasn't sure I wanted to do, to be honest, was the cloak. And I had to do it because of the two spikes coming off the side. Normally, whenever Grievous gets in a fight in either the Clone Wars cartoon or the movies, he drops the cloak. It's really rare you see him fighting with the cloak. So, I think I'm going to go with the throwback and do him white, like he originally appeared. I think that's going to look really dynamic and really stand out. I'm going to use Peachy's thing for clone armor. With the white, where basically you give it a base coat of Soulblight Gray, 50-50 with water. I think I did like 90-10. And then I did dry brushing of Star White and Trooper White from Tooth and Coats. And I love the way that looked. Then when everything dried completely, it got a really thin down wash of Nolan Oil. I know, a black wash over a white, it kind of gave me those gap highlights, the edge highlight, really weird things. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about this one real quick and go, it's amazing how you can get so set in your ways with painting miniatures, like when we do with Games Workshop and, Space Marines. You're like, ho-hum, monopose, ho-hum, bolter, ho-hum, pauldrons, yay, jump pack. But this, having to think about it, having to move things around again, having to think about colors and saturation and everything else, and, oh dear God, please don't run too far one way because I'm going to spend forever cleaning it up. Yeah, okay. So, now that I've had my weirdness, I want to know, yo, questions, comments, love, hatred, anger. Do you play Star Wars Shatterpoint? I am looking to really heavily get into it because it seems like a lot of fun. The box set itself gives you everything but a battle mat. You get dice, you get tokens, you get the struggle counter, you get scenery, and you get 18 freaking figures. I love the fact that you can mix and match between things. You could have Ahsoka Tano teaming up with Darth Maul, because they're from the Clone Wars era. So I like how you can do that. You have your primary character, you have your secondary character, and you have support. So I think that's really cool. You're going to see more of that in the future, but I think I'm getting a little off track. Okay, so best way to support the channel is hit that big old thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. It's going to be an algorithm trigger, and man, we can always use the help, all the help we can get, right? I need more caffeine, I'm sorry. But still. There we go, guys. I'm going to wrap it up kind of like that. That one miniature made me seriously fall in love with Star Wars Shatterpoint figures. It really, truly did. I don't know if any of you have ever had that feeling with another miniature from another company, but I thought I'd share mine. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hopefully you're having a safe day today. Hopefully you're having a great day today. And Emperor willing, one day soon, we'll be rolling dice across the tabletop.